aixigo has been building wealth management solutions for banks and financial institutions for over 20 years now, incorporating incredibly fast, flexible and scalable functionality and including things like risk profiling, portfolio management, portfolio analytics and reporting, and in total over 100 different services spanning the end-to-end advice process. And we've utilised this experience and our underlying technology to develop a solution that we believe redefines cash flow planning and advice by striking the perfect balance between complexity and simplicity. The Cashflow Planner is compliant with regulations and offers a great user experience for advisor and customer, and perhaps most importantly is easy to use and understand. The solution provides the user with full ability to simulate cash flows as part of the advice process, taking into consideration any and all elements of the customer's situation, requirements and goals, as well as FCA guidelines. And importantly, the values within the solution are adjusted for inflation and calculated in net terms to ensure maximum relevance for the customer. We decided to build out such a comprehensive tool through a combination of market research and our work with a UK client who felt that there was no solution available in the UK market that could be easily integrated into an established advisory process that also struck the right balance between usability and regulatory compliance. As we know, the need for an integrated cash flow solution has continued to grow in recent years, and these requirements can only be met efficiently, we feel, with APIs and cloud-based technology, both of which form the core of aixigo solutions. The tool has been built so that it can easily be integrated into the end-to-end advice process for a wealth management firm through APIs, and this can be part of a wider aixigo solution that incorporates risk profiling, portfolio management and reporting, and uses our risk engine, or it can be delivered as a standalone module for a company's website or customer portal, or integrated with existing third-party solutions. And because of its flexibility, it can even be broken down further. For example, if the firm just wanted to use the income calculator or the pension calculator, the solution is built in such a way that a firm could use the complete API or just parts of it to meet exact requirements. A use case for aixigo solution could be where a firm wants to incorporate cash flow planning as part of their differentiation strategy, or even as a step towards offering hyper-personalized services rather than seeing it as a broadly generic element within the advice process that they have to tick off. This can be particularly useful for more complex cases, for example, where the customer has assets across various classes, multiple pension pots, complex tax considerations, and then needs to consider estate planning. And this leads on to a business case because firms will want this benefit without having to embark on a cumbersome integration project or increase advisors' workload. And this is exactly why we've created the solution to be easy to integrate, easy to implement, and ultimately easy to use. The core components include the ability to fully incorporate any income, pensions, assets and investments, loans and liabilities, insurance, estate and inheritance tax, and what-if scenarios for a fully holistic simulation. All values are adjusted for inflation and calculated net of tax, and all taxes, including income, CGT, lifetime allowance, inheritance tax, even pension transfer fees, are taken into account. Plus, the solution factors in the requirements and recommendations of the FCA. From a usability perspective, all key results are provided via very clear graphical displays, which are easy for the advisor to explain and for the customer to understand. From an integration perspective, we use API technology for easy integration into existing systems to ensure that time and resource requirements to implement the solution are minimized. This also means it's easy to personalize the offering from the firm's perspective to incorporate its investment philosophy, brand, USPs, and so on. And then the firm or the advisor, if appropriate, can define parameters such as growth rates for simulations with appropriate controls around them. I think firms should consider it for the same reasons that they choose to work with aixigo for any of our wealth management solutions. Our ability to find the right balance between complexity and simplicity by doing the heavy lifting in the back end and utilising our technology and vast functionality across portfolio management and risk to provide a powerful but simple cash flow planning story for both the advisor and the customer. Benefits include that it's straightforward to integrate and implement and then to use by the advisor, which drastically reduces training requirements. It has regulatory compliance integrated. It allows the advisor to incorporate every aspect of the customer's financial circumstances, which provides a better, more personalised experience for the customer and ultimately better margins for the firm, as the advisor can focus more time and effort on value adding, revenue generating activities. I should start by saying that when we researched the tools, we found that there are some great ones out there, but we did find a tendency for them either to be too complex to add value without real heavy lifting from the advisor, or too simple in terms of the available inputs across assets and liabilities and the ability to incorporate tax and inflation, what if scenarios, and so on, which limits the advisor's ability to add value. We believe that our solution offers the perfect balance between this complexity and simplicity and is efficient and easy to use for the advisor and then easy to understand and provides an excellent experience for the customers. It's also important to say that it provides calculations net of tax, and this was very important as we believe gross values are of limited value to the customer when trying to understand their future situation. With all of our solutions, our aim is to always meet the needs of our customers and solve problems that we see or expect to see in the market. So we'll continue to increase functionality on the back of our research and to meet customer needs, but ensuring we always stick to the key principles of simplicity and efficiency within the solution. Things that we're currently looking at include partnership with research providers to provide a complete off-the-shelf solution, and also using different growth and volatility rates for different asset classes to further increase the amount of information the advisor can provide about each asset class.